This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's only 2 more sleeps till Mother's Day. And did you know that it is my favourite day of the year?
Is it?
Yeah. I prefer it to Christmas, and you know how much I love Christmas. I prefer it to birthdays because I feel like I've earned it.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone celebrates Christmas. They've done nothing for that.
Yeah, it's like you've come first place in something.
Exactly. Birthdays? What? You just squeezed yourself out of the canal. You didn't earn that. Mother's Day. The blood, sweat and tears and patience and biting of the tongue and organisation. I get a bloody day for that.
You've had a week, haven't you?
Oh, my God. My God. I've had a few highlights this week, though. I want to hear from you. 13, 24, 10. What was your highlight of the week? And here's my highlight of the week.
Shoot.
You know, there's all these Mother's Day bits and bobs going on. You can get PJs and bathrobes and stuff. A few months ago, about a month ago, I found the best pair of pajamas ever at Kmart. I love them. They're incredible. And I thought, I'm going to treat myself to another pair I'm going to see. I went online. No, this popular item is sold out online, and I absolutely hate being told no. Yeah. So I went in store. To look for them, sniff them out. None there.
Did you speak to a staff member?
No, I remembered online. It said this is part of a family set, so you could get the same PJs. They're Peter Rabbit. Right, okay. Licensed. It's a family set. You can get them in kids, babies, mums, dads, everybody. So cute. Ugh, wearing all the same PJs. Anyway, I went around to the men's department thinking, what man in his right mind is going to wear a pair of soft pale blue Peter Rabbit? Sure enough, there they were. The women's version's $29. The men's version's $16.
That's a win. I want to see a photo of you in them as well, please.
So gorgeous.
13, 24, 10. What is your win of the week? Hey, also coming up before 3 o'clock, we're going to be joined in studio by Rosie, Waterland and Jamila, Rizvi.
Yes, they've got a book about their broken brains, but it's not very serious. It's fun.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We've made it to the end of the week on the Chrissy Swan Show. It's time for this.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
We've got that Friday feeling, man.
Yeah, man.
We're a few hours away from knocking off for the weekend. I'm excited. It's been a good week, an interesting week, a busy week.
Yes, jam-packed.
Let's see what Rebecca has to say. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, how you going, Chrissy?
Good, mate. Weekend's nearly here. Think of one great thing that happened this weekend to you.
It was my birthday on Monday, 5th of May.
How old were you, Beck?
33.
33, a baby.
Yeah, with 2 babies myself.
Oh, how old are they?
I've got a 3.5-year-old and a 7-month-old.
Oh, whoa. Wow. You are a busy lady. Did you do anything fun for your birthday, or just it was enough to get one year closer to death?
We just went out for lunch with my mum and dad, and then I went out for dinner with my husband and my kids when he got home from work. Just at one of the local pubs.
I've got 3 kids of my own. To have 2 kids and go out twice in a day, you must have been cooked by Monday night.
Yeah, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy a few savvy bees, Rebecca?
No.
Oh.
No, you can't.
Breastfeeding.
Fun's over.
Fun is over.
Yeah.
Hey, the fun's not over for you this weekend, though, Beck. It's Mother's Day on Sunday, so I'm going to send you a $250 voucher from Indota.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, lady. Let's go to Renee. Hello, Renee.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you?
You're so good. What was your highlight of the week?
My highlight of the week is that my daughter got her top braces on, and she's going to have beautiful straight teeth for the rest of her life now, unlike her mother.
Okay. Did you do the very fancy Invisalign, or did you just say, listen, you'll have what I had or my friends had?
Unfortunately, she just got the cheap braces, but they'll do.
That absolutely they will do.
Are they the ones that you get to pick the colours for?
Yeah, you get to pick the elastics for the braces.
What did she go with?
She went with blue.
Okay.
And how long do they have to be on for?
She's got about another 18 months they've got to be on for, so quite a while.
Good on her. She won't regret it. Don't listen to a word she says when she's complaining, Renee.
I won't.
Renee, have a beautiful Mother's Day on Sunday. We're going to send you a $250 Indota voucher.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
I want that.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, how are you?
So good. How was your week? Tell me everything.
My week's been So far, not too bad.
Good.
Not too bad.
Good.
And my weekend was okay. My husband had to go to the UK for a sick parent, but it gives me more time at home and I can chill a bit more and I don't have to worry about, doing the extra things at home.
Yeah, so is that
which
the
is nice.
that'd be the highlight of your week, is that there's
100%.
no one else there.
Yeah.
Carol, have a great weekend. I
Thank
can't let
you.
you go without a $250 Endota voucher either.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Hello, my
absolute
name's Naomi. I had a great week. Can I have an Endota spa voucher?
Absolutely not.
That's not fair.
Hey, Jamila, Rizvi and Rosie Waterland are joining us live in the studio next. Don't go anywhere.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Two of my favourite voices in Australian media today, Jamila Rizvi and Rosie Waterland. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Thanks for having us. Listen to all those people clapping.
I
us.
know, gosh.
They're live.
Yay.
Great, isn't it great? I mean, I can just say anything and then hit that and it makes me feel so much better.
They just got louder. They
Do you have a
love
laugh
us.
track? That'd be good too.
No, I'm
I
that.
feel like we've got a human laugh track. You've got a book, you two scamps, Broken Brains. Talk to me about it right now.
Well, Rosie and I have been mates for years, and when I got very sick about 7 years ago, I got diagnosed with a rare kind of brain tumour called a craniopharyngioma, which means I had to learn to spell it as well as doing to the inside of my head.
Yes, that is a lot.
I had a lot of people helping me with the physical side of things, a lot of doctors and a lot of support, but the thing I found hardest was my mental health, was how I was emotionally. And so I went to Rosie for help because I knew she'd had some experience with that as well. And Rosie had an incredibly traumatic childhood and as a result lives with brain injury. And I do too now.
Yeah.
And after that conversation, we discovered how much we have in common and how much we thought we could share with people about what it's like to be sick, help people
I feel like there's a
seen.
missed opportunity here. Broken Brains. And then the subtitle, Trauma versus Tumour.
Oh.
That's the sequel. That's
Yes.
like the
Yes.
Speed to Cruise Control. That's the sequel to our book. Yeah, I
love
like it.
I
Yeah.
feel like Penguin are going to go for it.
I feel like they will.
Tumour.
I feel like, because I feel like everybody is broken in their own way. And I've been doing my own case study, also known as motherhood and living with three other human beings 24/7. And the more I do that, the more I feel like everyone's got their stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And often it's very, very funny.
Yeah. I think one of the main things we keep trying to tell people about this book is it's filled with a lot of funny stuff. I mean,
sure.
being chronically unwell can be very funny at times. And I often, I've turned a lot of my stories about my childhood into a comedy career. Like I've toured comedy shows and all that kind of thing. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, really. So, I mean, this stuff is funny. It's confronting. It's real. We wanted the kind of book that we wanted to read to help us through our illnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it, full disclosure, I haven't read it.
How dare you?
How dare you?
What a disgusting human being
It
I've
came out
turned out
less
to
than
be.
24 hours ago. You've had plenty of time. How dare you?
It's on my list of my pile of optimism, I
Yes.
call it.
Oh, yeah, I've got one of them.
Yeah, and I support it wholeheartedly, but I have not read it. I will.
No, it's I recommend it.
Yeah, oh, me too. 10 out of 10.
As an author.
I mean, it's an easy read and it's a
Yeah.
fun read. And when you're sick, it's so lonely. Being sick is lonely, and it's a big thing to be able to read about other people. And also, I think when someone you love is sick, all you want to do is help and you don't know how.
Yeah.
And so we've told you, everyone.
Speaking of being
We're not going to
lonely,
say it again.
I think you were saying, Jamila, it was really interesting seeing how your female friends reached out to help compared to your male mates and how they sort of struggled with what to do. So it's like the gals make you lasagna and then the dudes are like, shit, what do we do?
We'll never speak to you again.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it wasn't universal, but it was pretty close to universal. Like, I would say, like, the girls did lasagnas, they did flowers, and they did lots of teary listening, which was exactly what I needed.
Yes.
And I think a lot of my male friends stayed away because they genuinely didn't know what to do. And then when I had radiation treatment, my friend Alice made a spreadsheet. Everyone needs an Alice. She made a spreadsheet so people could sign up to drive me to and from radiation. And all the men in my life, it was like they were like, my time has come. Watch me drive.
I'm ready for
I'll
war.
drive. And they still say, it's been 5 years or something since I had radio, and they still will be like, you remember that day when I drove? You remember? I drove you. And I'm like, yeah,
Give me credit. Give me credit for something I did. Broken Brains is available in all good bookstores and online now. Don't be afraid of it. We've all got broken brains. In fact, will you stick around and answer the question, am I broken?
Well, yeah, I think we're the
100%.
experts. So, love to.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Jamila and Rosie have hung around, sticking around. Of course, I speak of Jamila Rizvi and Rosie Waterland. They're plugging their amazing new book, Broken Brains. Will you play this game with us?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Yeah, don't ask us
Please.
twice.
Am I broken?
Oh, wait, I am broken.
We've even made a little opener for you. Am I broken?
I love it.
Kick us off, Swanee.
I think the answer's going to be yes, but let's go with this. Jamila and Rosie, am I broken? Because I make plans and I'm really excited at that point. But then when they invariably get cancelled by me or someone else, I feel like it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm going to say you're not broken because when you make plans, that's a problem for future you. So that's not now Chrissy's problem. That's future Chrissy's problem. Future Chrissy is the broken one for not wanting to go.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The elation I feel.
Oh, mate.
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Also, isn't true joy is anticipation, right? It's looking
Yeah.
forward to something. Once
Yeah.
it comes, you've had that joy. You
Yes.
don't need any more joy. There's no joy to be gotten in going out.
There's
having
zero
fun there.
joy.
No. You don't need to go then.
My
you just need
favourite-
to anticipate the next thing.
My
Yes.
favourite is when a friend who I'm meant to be meeting up with starts soft launching their illness. Like they'll send a message like, "Are we on for dinner later? You know, if you don't feel like going, like I don't know, I have a little bit of a cough, but blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna play chicken with them till they cancel."
Here we go.
Okay, am I broken that at 28 I have already selected the music I'd like to play at my funeral?
I'm gonna say no. Just not broken. Very narcissistic.
Okay.
How do we feel about that?
Yeah, pretty
How do we feel
accurate.
about that?
Is narcissism broken? So when I got sick, I did this as well.
Yeah.
Did you?
I picked my funeral song, and I picked Only the Good Die Young, right?
Okay.
Because I was like, well, if this goes
Oh,
downhill,
the
that's what
great
that's
Billy
good.
Joel classic.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
good. And now that I'm getting older, I think I need a new song because if I can't get now, people will be like, "Jam, you weren't that young."
Yeah.
Sorry, love.
Yeah. A bit full of herself. No.
Yeah,
So that's a
Only
not
the good die
broken.
middle-aged.
not broken.
It's
I
not
just
broken.
really love Billie Eilish and I love the song Everything I Wanted.
I think everybody thinks of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
everybody does. Surely.
What about this one? I'm a parent, right? And I've made commitments to my children. I've always said that I'm going to be reliable, but you can call me at any time, day or night, or text me and I will respond. But lately, I've been pretending I have not received texts from my 12-year-old daughter because I don't like the tone of them.
What's the tone? What's the tone?
Demanding,
Entitled.
entitled.
I'm waiting for Rosie to go because she's not a parent.
No.
Judge the parenting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Well, look. It depends what's needed. Okay. If the text is it's 2 a.m. and I'm lost, I'd say I'm sleeping. Too bad.
Really? Oh my God! I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say those ones are non-negotiable.
Yeah. But if it's no, you're not broken. She is. You
Yes.
broke her.
I broke her. See,
You broke her.
where does it?
What do you
Where does it
reckon?
begin and end?
I think you've got to push back on tone. I don't think you're broken. I think you're parenting.
Yeah.
You're parenting with your silence.
Yes.
Do better.
Do
Do
better.
better.
Do better.
Yeah.
Correct.
I was expecting us to be far more broken. Here's
No,
another
you
one.
guys are fine.
At 28, I've never had a serious boyfriend.
Is he broken?
Am I broken?
Well, first of all, are you attracted to men? Because
I
that's
am.
an important.
I
Okay.
am.
Well then.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry,
Sure.
I'm not trying to throw you here.
Okay.
Who ends the less than serious relationships?
Yeah,
or
you the breaker
boyfriends?
upper.
Oh, there's only probably been a few, but the most recent one, it was him.
Yes, but he only did that because you made it easy for him.
Yes, yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
you're the one that breaks him.
You break
Really?
him.
Yeah.
Why?
you make sure that they're in a position to break them because you don't want to be that guy, but you give them no choice.
Okay.
Because you want to be free.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he
let's
broken?
explore this. This is interesting. Oh,
This is a podcast.
Yeah,
There's a
hello,
lot in
Dr.
this.
Chrissy.
I mean, look, I think you're 28.
Yeah, have fun.
Okay,
Do
great.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's not broken.
That is not
broken.
That's
Swanee.
not broken at all. It's smart.
Give us one more. Finish. Am I broken?
My idea of a good time
Yeah.
is being completely by myself. Am I broken?
Absolutely not. That's
Yes,
the
you
dream.
are broken.
Please, are you kidding?
This is
Definitely broken.
music to my
Give me
ears.
12 hours of Law and Order SVU and food delivery. Oh, heaven.
God, what a dream.
Perfecto.
Jamila and Rosie's brand new book, Broken Brains, is available in all good bookstores and online. Give it a read. It's filled with a lot of expert advice as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Each chapter's top and tailed from a story, with a story from each of us, but in the middle is a lot of interviews with people who've been sick, who work in healthcare, who know people who are sick. We really wanted to fill it with as many resources and as much information as possible.
And I'm going to love it. As I said, I haven't read it. I'm going to love it because I don't think any of us are broken.
Or all of us are.
Or all of us are.
The same amount, the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in, guys.
Thanks,
I love
guys.
you so
Having
much.
us.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I cannot wait to get out of this studio and absolutely crank up my cricket machine.
Harvey Norman is your home of cricket this Mother's Day with hot deals on all cutting machines and 25% off all cricket materials and accessories. Harvey Norman, best range, best prices, guaranteed.
Chrissy's Crafting with Cricket.
You know, when I think of my perfect Mother's Day on Sunday, it does involve an hour of making bespoke T-shirts, cards for other people on the cricket machine. I want it. I want that time, but I need some quiet. You know, I need to concentrate.
Maybe the kids can make you a T-shirt each on the cricket machine.
Maybe
for
the
Mother's
kids
Day.
can make themselves scarce. It's the ultimate
that.
gift. Am I right, Kimmy?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey,
What have you got planned for Sunday?
just a nice quiet dinner with my mum and my sister. So
Well, that
nothing
sounds
full on.
that sounds very nice. For the rest of the time, you are going to be cricketing, Kimmy.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I know. Are you fully
That's
across
amazing.
the range? Are you in the community? Are you mad for it?
I'm getting madder.
Okay, well,
I've only seen snippets.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
you're about to become the queen of Cricketland because we are sending you a Cricket Maker 4, a Cricket Easy Press. That's all you need to make your T-shirts. The mat as well, the tool set so you can pick out all your little stickers. We're giving you the
amazing.
smart iron-on, the permanent vinyls, everything you could possibly need. It's worth over $1,200, my love.
So good. So good. Thank you so much.
To show you, just to give you something to aspire to, because I'm a massive cricketer. I've got a T-shirt here I've made for you.
I think so.
Look, you can keep it, but you may want to give it to your sister or your mum if this label fits them better. Lady Madness.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It's for you. It's gorgeous.
Thank
it's in
you.
red and pink and blue, and it's on its way to you. Have a gorgeous day on Sunday.
Sounds awesome. Thank you so much.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Tell you what, we have tapped into an unbelievable community there with that cricket stuff.
Haven't we? I didn't realise until this week how nuts everyone has gone for it. It's like an underground club, though. I've not
is.
heard people talking about it
It
until
is,
now.
and I had a roll of the vinyl just on my kitchen bench. And Tess, who now drives my kids to school,
Yes.
she came in and her eyes.
Lit
It's
up.
like it's like the Gollum with the ring. They see it and they go, "What's that there? What's that? What's that?" Mum did the same. Everyone that sees it, this is a massive movement, and I love it. It's slow living. Let's talk about The Weeknd. I love this song.
I love all of his music.
I think I might be off him.
Why?
I saw a snippet of him performing and he looks like Beelzebub.
Who's that?
It's just it's an in name for the devil.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
Beelzebub.
I feel like he went
I
a
think it's
little
biblical, actually. Yeah.
a little devilish after The Idol, that show he released a couple of years ago. I, for one, really liked it and enjoyed it. A lot of people were disturbed by it. He got dark.
Yeah,
He's
but
gone dark.
But I saw snippets of him in concert and he was like flicking his tongue like a Lizard King demon.
Yeah, but I think
And it
he's...
was like dark, stroby red lights. No.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, when they go into character and it gets scary and dark whilst you're watching them in the arena.
Remind me to bring some holy water in that my mum got blessed to the Vatican when she was there.
Thank you,
Anyway,
Patty.
he's got a film coming out. I do like it when he acts. I do. And it's called Hurry Up Tomorrow. And it looks great.
In cinemas next week, I
Do
believe.
you like scary films in general?
Yes.
I do as well, but I just don't see enough of them.
Weirdly, though, I don't like watching them in the cinema. I like getting scared at home, knowing the door's locked. Like, it's a bit of a thrill.
Yeah, and you can call your mummy.
No, I like to be more... Because in the cinema, it's not scary.
Yeah, and in the cinema, you can't call your mummy.
I text mummy.
See, mummy, ow!
Mummy,
Mummy was scared.
Mummy,
Can we sit with the light on, Mum?
Mummy, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Anyway, he says that what inspired him in this film is something that you suffer from.
What?
Sleep paralysis.
There are no antagonists in this film. I think that sleep paralysis is the enemy, and that is something that I was really dealing with, still am to this day. They're very vivid nightmares. You're asleep but awake, and you're aware of your surroundings, but you can't move. You're paralyzed.
I tell you, of all the things that I don't have, that is the one that I am most grateful for.
It is so scary. I used to get it as a kid, and I remember I never vocalized it or talked about what was happening. And then as an adult, now I've kind of embraced it because I did so much research on how to get out of it. So you start... The biggest tip I have for people out there, if you suffer from sleep paralysis, is when you're in it, try to start from wriggling your toes, because your initial want is to just shake yourself and try to wake yourself up. But you can't. So you lay calmly, and then you try to wriggle your toes, and then start moving your body on
Small signs of life.
Yeah, from the feet up, and then you shake yourself out of it.
Would you be comfortable talking about it at length on Monday? Because I'm really interested in it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's do that.
I think big nights sometimes contribute to it.
Oh, do you think?
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Nothing tastes better than fresh bread from Baker's Delight, baked by real bakers.
Chrissy Swan's Fresh Fridays.
I just posted a story to Insta with my home address on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
This reminds me.
What an idiot.
The other day, you posted an Instagram story with your email on it, and I wanted to be like, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't
you were
care.
going to get
Everyone
spammed.
No, email me all the time. I love it. I did on purpose. I wrote that in.
I know,
that wasn't
but I was
a
just
mistake.
like, aren't brands and companies now going to annoy the living out of you?
No. No one cares if I live or die. I'm not
Yes,
you.
they do.
Not you.
Yes, they do.
No, truly, no. I give my email address out freely.
Alrighty.
It is chrissy.swan
Oh, my God.
at gmail.com. How fresh is that? It's almost as fresh as a Baker's Delight high tin. God, I love a high tin.
I mean, I today love the pink bun 6-packs because it's double donation day.
It is. So whatever you give, it's $8.50 for a 6-pack. And that all goes to Breast Cancer Network Australia, and another $8.50 is going. So today,
Huge.
$17 goes to that charity for just one 6-pack. Let's talk about this fresh hit, shall we?
Yes.
We love it. It's called Undressed. And I actually knew about this, I think, before you did, even though I'm not on the tiki-toki.
Yeah, you've known about it for a while. It's by a singer-songwriter called Somber.
Somber.
I love that name.
Well, there's missing an E. That's upsetting.
I know, but it looks cool.
What's wrong with these? Like The Weeknd drops them, Somber drops them, everybody. What's wrong with these?
It's a bit of a nothing letter.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. But this is called Undressed, and we've been loving it this week on
We
the
sure
Chrissy Swan
have.
Show.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Good day to give away a bum bag, Jack.
I think so.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Chrissy's Quizzy, yes indeed. We've got Kristen. Hello, Kristen.
Hello.
Castledine. My Auntie Carmel used to live in Castledine, and she had a cat called Skidoo. Are you familiar with either of them?
Oh, yeah, I think they're my neighbours.
Are you joking?
No, I am.
See, I'm very gullible. Kristen, I want you to know that if you and I were friends IRL, I would never be 100% sure if your name was Kirsten or Kristen. It's just blindness that I have on that.
I get it all the time.
Yes, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean there.
I never know.
Because there used to be a plug who worked here at Nova. Is she Kristen or Kirsten?
I worked it out once.
Yeah. But I know exactly what you mean. I would always go Chris.
I think it's Kirsten because I comes before R.
Okay.
Or something like that. Anyway, we digress. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
That is a very mature name. What is the history behind that, Eric?
It's like a nickname. So I grew up with a Portuguese name, and Eric is my Aussie name.
Oh, give us the Portuguese name.
Herculano.
Herculano, Hercules.
Yeah, so Herky is my nickname with my family.
That's
and Eric
brilliant.
for all the Aussies.
You should go back to Herculano. That is like macho.
I nearly failed grade 1 trying to spell that.
All right, let's see which one of you gets the bum bag. I love you both very much. It kills me to have to only give it away once. Anyway.
It's Friday. I'm sure there'll be another prize there. Question number 1.
Your names are your buzzers. Best of 5. Get to 3 first, get the bum bag. Question number 1. This Sunday, several Australians will be celebrating what?
Kristen,
Yes, Kristen.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is correct. I even nearly just said Kirsten, and it's written in front of me. Question number 2. Which airline celebrated 21?
Eric.
Yes.
Kristen.
Eric.
Jetstar.
Yes. Herculano. He my little Herculano. Remember that great scene, Hercules? Anyway, Eddie Murphy.
No.
Nutty Professor. Question number 3. 18 years ago today, Plain White Tees released this song. What's it called?
It's what you do to me.
Cheer up. Cheer up, White Tees.
Kristen.
Eric?
Eric got in first.
Is it Hey Delilah?
It is Hey There, Delilah. I'm going to accept it because it's from 7,000 years ago. God, that was
Terrible song.
that was a real time.
Sad time for music.
Was Train around that time as well? There's a real vibe there.
Hey, soul sister.
Question number 4. Robert Irwin will soon appear on which US reality show with his dancing
Eric.
shoes? Yes, Eric?
Dancing with the Stars.
Correct, and you've got the bum bag.
Perfect. Great for the weekend.
Portuguese. What can we put in there? What about a custard tart from Baker's Delight? Little Portuguese custard tart. Why
Done.
not?
You both have a Baker's Delight voucher. You've got a Baker's Delight voucher as well.
Kristen,
Thank you very much.
Kristen, your name. We cannot get our crack.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
If you were listening to Fitzy and Whipper yesterday, you would have heard me say that my ideal Mother's Day starts with me waking up alone. That is the ultimate gift. And do you know what else would be the ultimate gift?
What?
Time in a quiet room with some tinkly music and some aromatherapy going with somebody absolutely hammering your shoulders at Endota Spa. And the good news is we've got some vouchers to give away ahead of Mother's Day.
They are worth $250, Swanee, and we are asking for times your mother has embarrassed you. When has Paddy Swan embarrassed you the most?
Oh, my God. Honestly, I did a television show called The Circle and Olivia Newton-John was on and I thought, wow, this would be an amazing moment for Mum. They're, peer, like the same age, what a hero. I introduced her to Mum and I said, Olivia, I'd like you to meet my mum, Pat Swan. And Mum sort of waved her away and said, oh, yeah, it's nice to meet you, but I'm actually more excited to meet Hamish and Andy. To her face. And I just wanted the ground to open up and swallow me whole.
Peak Paddy Swan. I was trying to think about when my mum Wendy had embarrassed me and I couldn't really think of something.
She's so cool.
And I text her and asked her and she goes, maybe on your 21st, in the speech, I told your friends how you used to dance in front of the oven door reflection. I said, A, I don't remember that speech, and B, that's iconic.
Nice try, Wendy. Let's go to Beck. Hello, Beck.
Hi.
Hi, what did your mum do to embarrass you?
Oh, gosh. When I was about 10 years old, she wrote on a school note, "Love you, sweetie Pooh Bear XX." It was so embarrassing.
What do you mean? Did your teacher see it?
Yeah, the teacher saw it and all the students, and even the boy I had a crush on.
Oh, no!
I think that's quite cute and nice, Beck.
No.
It was not cute.
No, it is almost as embarrassing as when you're in class and you've got your hand up and you're trying to get your teacher's attention and you call her mum.
Yes.
That is so embarrassing. You've got a $250 Endota Spa voucher, Beck.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Well done. Let's go to Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
How you going, guys?
Yeah, good. Tell us your embarrassing story.
I would have been about 10, was going out with the family for dinner, and my mum managed to trip over a guardrail, break her arm, and that was a week before she was going to get married. So that was interesting.
And she had a broken wrist at the wedding.
Yes, she got all flowers to cover it up. But, in front of all friends.
Can you
and family,
remember?
so-
I mean, I think mums make very specific, memorable sounds when they hit the deck.
Yeah.
Can you remember the sound she made when she broke her wrist?
Not off the top of my head, but I know there were a few drinks involved. So.
Oh, I bet there was.
$250 voucher from Endota is on its way to you, Daniel. Let's finish with Madison.
I reckon
Swanee.
if you really play your cards right at Endota with $250, it's so much money.
Heaps.
You could spend the whole day there. Hello, Madison.
Hello.
What'd your mum do?
Oh, I would have been like 17 at a party drinking. It was a house party, and all of a sudden I hear my name being called. In the middle of the party, I turn around and I see my mum walk in.
And she crashed the party.
She crashed the party, yelling my name.
Was she there for a good time, or was she there to get you out of there? She was very mad.
Oh, definitely both. She was secretly loving it, but she was obviously acting mad.
Oh, my God. With this Endota voucher, are you going to spend it on yourself, or are you going to give it to your good old mum?
You know what? We can share it. I love Endota, so I reckon we can both share it.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, and happy Mother's Day to you, Swanee.
What do you mean, all the beautiful mothers and you, Swanee?
Yeah.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We haven't actually done this for a while, and I can't wait to open up my DMs.
Chrissy's correspondence.
Yes, we're always open. We're always willing to read your words of abuse and love. Find us on Instagram and slide on in.
At the Chrissy Swan Show on Instagram and TikTok if you're on TikTok and you would like to follow us.
We're going to start with a heartwarming one. I had a lumpectomy for early stage breast cancer in February, Monica writes. And then, unfortunately, my beautiful mum passed away a week later. Well, that is a very bad February,
Yeah, that's
Monica.
rough.
Anyway, she said, I was listening to you, and it turns out that mum keeps sending me signs that she's looking out for me, either on the way to or during my treatments. This morning on my way to radiation, I was listening to you on the radio, and you told the story about your mum. But this time you mentioned her name, which I'd never heard, Pat Swan. My mum's name was also Pat Swan, she says. Just wanted to let you know that you and your mum made my day today.
Oh, that's very nice.
I love a sign from the universe. That's extraordinary.
I feel like Pat Swan wouldn't be a very common name either.
No, it's
so
not.
So that's a real sign.
So good. A few weeks ago in Sweeping Statements, Jack, you said you don't like the term misso or Mrs. Oh, I've got to ask the missus.
This has pissed people right off.
It really has. I don't know why.
It's just not that deep. Like, I've got mates that call their partners misso or Mrs.
I'll tell you what, if you're walking down the street and Bo Bum Brown is walking towards you, you cross the road, friend, because he says, wokey wanko. And he will yell that to you across the street.
Wokey wanko. I think I'm probably the least woke person, but okay.
What about Images by Ash 10 says it's funny we could refer to you as a flog.
Sure. Deal.
And Gwyneth Smith says, I also hate happy wife, happy life. How about happy spouse, happy house? I like that.
That's good.
That goes both ways. What about this one? We talked about the best thing you've got off Temu. And Mark says, is this an advertisement for Temu that you're doing? Are you supposed to mention that it is advertising, or is that just on social media? Well, I'm sure, Mark, if we were doing an ad for Temu or for anything, we would have to mention it, but we weren't. We were just talking about things that we love.
That would be your dream.
Rach wanted to make a correction, and I feel so ashamed about this. I must have been sleep deprived. Chrissy Falcor, the Luck Dragon, is from Neverending Story. Dale, not the Dark Crystal. Of course. They're two of my favourite films. I know that. It's like saying the Oompa Loompas are from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I must have lost my mind.
When did we talk about that?
Someone, remember I was talking about, there was a caller called Jen.
Oh.
And I said, Kira. And I said, well, you named after the girl from the Dark Crystal. And she said, I think I was. And also there was a boy in her class called Jen, which are the two main characters from the Dark Crystal.
Do I need to watch that film or not really?
Yes, you do, because everybody fits into into the category of Gelfling, Skeksis or
Okay.
Everybody in the whole world.
I feel like you're speaking a different language right now to me.
Watch the film and you'll understand me.
I shall.
Natalie doesn't understand me and doesn't understand why I'm in work. She says, less Chrissy Swan. She sent this to me, by the way. Isn't it embarrassing when you do that? She sent this to me. Less Chrissy Swan. And her righteous attitude and her annoying views. Really painful to hear on radio, and she's getting worse each month. She shouldn't.
I love not each day, each month.
Each month. She should not be on radio and given the voice and power.
Happy Mother's Day, Swanee.
I did respond to her. I said, Nat, thank you so much for your message. You don't have to listen. You really do know that.
Switch off.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are about to be out of here, and I'm going to be so relaxed next time you see me because I've had a beautiful Mother's Day.
I look forward to hearing about it on Monday, Swanee.
Let's do this.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I love Ben Affleck, and I make no apologies for it.
He's such a likeable dude.
I just like that he's not perfect.
Yeah.
I like that, I like seeing people that are clearly like flawed, like everybody is, and is honest about it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better about being so mad.
I love George Clooney, Matt Damon, all those lads, Brad Pitt. But they seem like these big Hollywood stars. Ben Affleck still just seems like a normie.
Agreed. I love him. He has sat down for a podcast, which he never does.
Oh, that's rare.
I'm definitely going to listen to that.
Yeah.
Because I think he's a really interesting guy. Have you seen that film that he did? Oh, God. I'm turning into my mother. It's one word about a great escape.
Argo.
Yes, Argo. We got there.
2012.
Yeah, Argo. It's brilliant.
No, I haven't.
Please watch it.
Okay, I will.
I know I recommend a whole lot of films.
No,
and you've
but-
got no intention of watching them, but they're good. That's a great film. Exciting.
Dad and I love a Ben Affleck film, so I will watch it.
Oh my God, your dad will love it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to listening to this podcast because I like him and I like what he says here about Britney Spears.
Years and years ago, I really had a lot of empathy for Britney Spears because I remember that it seemed like, it's not somebody that I knew or hung out with, but I just like everybody else, you see all this that comes through. But having had my own experiences myself, I knew like these are people who are following her around and they're kind of poking a stick. That's the first time I thought this is kind of a unintentional culturally, but kind of collective cruelty where what's taken out are the people around waving the stick at the tiger or poking on it or whatever.
That's right, because you just see the photographs of her looking furious and terrified like a caged animal.
But you don't see all the zookeepers prodding her and yelling at her. And
that's a really good point.
And also, no wonder Ben would feel seen because that man gets followed.
I know.
The Paps love a shot of Ben.
Oh, my God. All right, there's a fight that's broken out in an apartment building.
Oh, is it about dogs that don't shut up?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
We're going to role play.
All right.
Do you live in an apartment building? Does anyone leave notes anywhere? This is a note-leaving apartment building.
No, they don't. Like, we get emails from building management, but they're group alls. But no, I've never seen a note or received one.
Well, maybe you could learn something from here.
Okay.
If something annoys you in your group inhabitant building, whatever, you can always write a note on a torn-out piece of A4 paper.
Who's starting with the note?
You go.
Okay. Please stop smoking here. This is a smoke-free apartment. It stinks up the whole building.
And I get my piece of paper and I say, maybe you should move. Plus, your dogs stink up the whole building as well. We pay rent here too, and we should have the right to do what we like.
I got my red texter out and I replied on a different piece of paper. You lost that right when you signed a lease to a non-smoking complex. Maybe you should have read the lease. So please stop.
Make me. Make me. Name them.
Name them. I mean, I would rather, if I'm being completely honest, cigarette smoke over a dog barking.
See, here's the thing. Living in a multi-person dwelling is not for everyone.
No.
And you need to make concessions for human beings being human beings. Some of them smoke, some of them stay up late, some of them listen to
Fred again at 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
I'm not speaking you, but some people listen to Morgan Wallen. God save their souls. And you need to understand when you sign the lease that that's what you're signing up to. If you cannot do it, and I know a few people that can't, you can't live there. You need to move further out and live by yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you like apartment living when you did it?
Well, I only ever lived in like one of two.
Yes, it was not too bad.
So it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And I
love apartment living.
I don't think I would like it.
Yeah,
not for anger, but I've got too many bad habits.
Yeah.
you know, I like to burn things at 3 o'clock in the morning and listen to Taylor Swift. I can't do that in a group environment.
I thought we were over that.
Nah.
Fixation. Never. Happy Mother's Day, Swanee. Have a beautiful Sunday.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to all of our beautiful mothers listening.
Speaking of mothers and Taylor Swift, I wonder if we're going to find out soon that she's with child.
Yeah, you really think she is?
100%.
I think I'm with you too.
Yep.
Happy Mother's Day, Mum. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.